Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
Alright, what's up everybody? The Setup Man coming at you today from virtual Talladega Speedway, or Super Speedway I guess I should say. Driving a cup car in test session, and this is a preset or slider setup. I realized I had not done one of these for the slider or presets, and I think most people kind of know what you need to do at a super speedway, but thought I'd put this out there. Maybe there's some people who don't. I'll try to throw in a couple of tips to make it worth watching. But this is a slider of 3, so I number them 1 through 9, with 1 being the tightest, 9 being the loosest. This is a 3, so it's pretty far over there on the left side of the dial. I will tell you, you can run a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. I have ran about every setup, I think maybe up to a 6 or a 7, and I basically hit the same speeds in the same lap time. So it's kind of whatever is comfortable to you. As far as how you get around here and lap times, whatever I'm doing here in test session, the lap times are not that relevant, because what really matters is how the car performs in the draft and what you can do in the draft. I could set a time here, but you're going to be, I don't know what it is, 2 or 3 seconds faster in a race when you're drafting with other cars. But I am just going to make a few laps here just so you can kind of see what the line is. Basically, what you want to do for the most part is hug the bottom. Stay on that yellow line all the way around here. That's how you're going to get the most speed. That's the short way around. That's generally the fast way around, unless you've got a lot of friends to help you in that upper line. If you're in that upper line, you really need to kind of outnumber the cars in the lower line to make it work for the most part. Try to avoid hitting the curb or hitting the apron. You go down there and catch that apron, your miles per hour are going to drop. You could get hit from behind by somebody who doesn't check up. Try to avoid hitting that. Sometimes the car gets a little bit looser in the draft, and if you feel you're kind of turning into the corner and it's wanting to drop down onto the apron, first pit stop you get a chance, go in and put 2 or 3 clicks of wedge in the thing, and that will probably help you. I can hit about 199. I think I hit 199 on the back stretch there. That's about what I can hit with no draft here. There's a couple of tips I want to show. If you are in the high line, a lot of people have a hard time holding their line in the high line. Talladega gives you some help. Look at these white dots on the racetrack. Treat it just like you're driving on the interstate, and you just keep it between the white lines. They kind of give you a guide here to help you. So just keep it in between the white lines, just like you're driving the interstate, and it's kind of easy to run the top here. So that's one of the tips. The other one is put a little wedge in it if you're hitting the curb when you're coming in. And I'm going to pull onto pit road here, and I got pit road speeding penalties off, so I'm going to fly. This is kind of cool. Wham! And you come to a stop. Big thing here is put your tape up to where you're hitting about 250 degrees in the draft. I don't like to run the car any hotter than that. Then just max out your tire pressures. I mean, it blows them up like balloons, but that's how you get speed at these super speedways. So I'll run one more lap and pull it on the pit road so you can see it again. But the big thing here is max out those tire pressures. That gives you the most speed possible, and put the tape up to where you're running about 250 in the draft. What I've got here is 50% tape. That might be a little too much for race conditions. When you get more cars around you, you might get the car overheating a little bit, but for qualifying or whatever, this works. And again, I will go around here one more time and pull into pit road so you can see it again. But the big tip I think that makes Talladega a little easier to run than Daytona is just, if you're in that top line and you need to know how to hold your line, just treat it like you're on the interstate. And just keep it between the white, or between the dotted lines on each side of you. That is a great way to just hold your line on the top, and you can actually pretty successfully, without guys that have pro league skill. You can run 3 wide here. 2 wide is really easy, especially if you got people who are just going to follow the dotted lines here. But that's my tips for Talladega, and again, I'll pull on pit road one more time so you can see it. But there you go. 60 all the way around. And like I said, that tape might be too much for racing. When you get cars in front of you and the engine turns more RPMs, you might not be able to run that much tape. But run your tape to where you're about 250 degrees. Run whatever preset is comfortable with you. And like I said, if you're going into the corner and feel the car wanting to go down and catch the apron, just go up 2 or 3 clicks on the wedge. That'll tighten it up, and that will solve that problem for you. So that's what I got for Talladega. Hope you guys like it. Hope it works for you. Like I said, I think most people pretty much set their cars up that way anyway. I don't think there's a lot of big secrets to Talladega, but I thought I would share this and see what you guys think, and hope it's helpful to you. And hope you enjoyed this video, and have